Hello, fashion designers. We're making this beautiful top for a girl of 1 year old. It's a simple and beautiful blouse with a spaghetti or strap hand and a beautiful bow in front. Let's go over to our cutting board. Also, don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. So, first thing first is to fold your fabric into two. As you can see, my fabric is on fold. I'm going to start off by marking our starting point line. So for this video, I'm going to make use of a marker to make the lines visible, but please do make use of a chalk if you have one. Chalk is better. So I started by marking out my starting point line, and from this line we're going to start placing our measurements starting from this line. So because this blouse is going to be cutting it as an off shoulder blouse with a strap, as you saw from the thumbnail, so I'm taking out 4 inches for the strap for my off shoulder. So to that I made my full length 12 inches. I want it to be able to tuck it in. I don't want it to be a crop top. You can make it to be a crop top, either way you're going for, but I want it to be able to tuck it into a skirt or trouser. You get? So that's my full length, and now I'm going to start placing our measurements. So we're going to be making use of the tummy. If the child has a bigger tummy more than the chest, make use of the tummy for the measurements. So I divided my measurements by 4, and to that I placed my measurements. My abdomen divided by 4, I marked it and I added 1 inches for my sewing allowance. And then for this upper part, I'm going to be dividing my shoulder by 2. Divide your shoulder by 2, you mark it, and then to that measurement you're going to taking off 1 inch, 1.5 inches. So I took out the measurements, and then I'm going to be placing my armhole depth. So I'm going to make use of that chest divided by 6 plus 2 inches, or 1 plus 1.5 inches. So chest divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. That's how you get it. And remember, off is 4 inches. So when you place your tape to be on that 4 inches, the rest of the measurement you take it down to be your armhole. And then I repeated the same measurement I have for my abdomen on that line, plus my 1 inch sewing allowance. And then I'm going to be creating my curve, my armhole curve from that line. So create your armhole curve and then connect the straight lines together. So this is for the front part of our blouse. Okay, then to the full length, I'll be adding an extra 1 inch to the full length for the sewing allowance, half inch for hemming the lower part, and half inch for the upper part. You get? So at the end, I'll be having 12 inches in total. So yeah, I added one half of 1 inch to the full length, and then I connected my lines together. So this is what I'm going to be cutting out, and then we're going to be cutting this out. This is our front, and then we're going to be using this front to cut out the back. So to cut the back, we're going to fold the fabric again to 2. At this point, we're going to make sure there is a space at the center back for the zipper allowance. So I folded it into 2, and then I'm going to go ahead to press it down, like to iron down my fabric to make it straight, and then we'll proceed to the cutting. So after ironing it, I place my front pattern, my front bodice on top of it, and I left a space at the center back, as you can see. So to that center back, I'll be marking out 1 inch. I'm using 1 inch for my zipper allowance. So you can make use of what works for you. You can use 1.5, 2 inches, depends on what you're comfortable with. But for me, I think 1 is fine just to attach the zipper. Get? So 1 is fine for me. So I'm going to make sure that I have 1 running from the top to the down, and then I'm going to be tracing out exactly what I have on the front. So you're going to cut that exactly what you have at this front at the back. The only difference between the front and the back is the zipper allowance. That's the only difference, and that is it. And to the center back, we're going to be slitting it open. Just to split it open as shown. And this is it. Our front and our back bodies are now ready. So you guys have to head over to cutting out our strap. You get. But first of all, let's cut out our facing. So I'm going to be facing lining this with the same fabric, and I'm going to make sure that the facing extends to the armhole area. You get. So that I'm going to be using the same strap to turn the shoulder area. I mean the upper area as well as the armhole. And this is for the back. So to the back I trace it down, and the interfacing also extended a little bit below the armhole. And this is it for the back. So you're going to trace out for the front as well. You get. That's going to serve as my lining. It's an interfacing. So I'm going to fold my fabric into two again, and I'm going to make sure that it's able to contain the front bodies. So I went ahead to iron it down to take out the rumples. And to that, I'm going to be placing my front on top of it, and I'll be tracing it exactly, making sure that the center front and the center piece of the fabric is aligned. And then I trace it out, and I make sure that it extends below the armhole area, just as we did for the back. And this will serve as our interfacing. Please, if you have any questions, drop in the comment section. I'll be there to attend to you. So remember, we made our offshoulder to be 4 inches, and after I'm going to be turning this upper part by half of an inch. That means 4.5 inches is off from the top. So because we're going to extend to the back, 4.5 plus 4.5 is going to give us what, 9 inches. And then I'm going to add an extra half inches for the front and the back for putting in the strap inside. You get. For the front, I'm going to use half of an inch tucking the strap, and for the back going to be half of an inch tucking the strap at the back too. So we're going to cut out a strap of 10 inches length. You get. That's the essence of the measurement. So for my strap, I want my strap to be tiny, so I'm going to be cutting to be a width of 1 inches. I'm going to cut 1 inches all the way. I'm going to cut out two straps for this. You get. Hope you are following. That's it for our strap. So to be able to know how to sew the strap and to be able to turn out the spaghetti hand as tiny as it is, I'm going to be dropping a link to that in the comment section. I have a video on it already. So I'm going to drop a link to how to sew a strap and turn it out properly. I'll put a video to that in the comment section. So do well to check it out. I'll also drop it in the description box as well. So now I'm going to proceed to the sewing. You get. So this is the front bodies now. and we are going to be placing our strap. This is strap we already sewn. I already turn it to the right side. So we're going to proceed to the sewing. I'm going to be placing the strap in the middle, just at that pointy edge there, and I'm going to be pinning it down. So I'm going to place the two strap there. This is the front pattern. And I'm going to get our interfacing, placing right side facing each other. I'm going to sew it down from the armhole area all the way to that, to the center and to the armhole. I'm sewing down by half of an inch. So here I'm done sewing it, and I extended the strap to the back, and I did the same thing to the back. Like I just placed it, make sure that my strap is straight, make sure the strap is straight, and then I sewed it with my, just like we did for the front, I turned the back also with my facing. Make sure the strap is at that end. You can see how it's turning out already. And then I'm going to go over to the side, placing the right side facing each other. So I'm going to lift off this back strap. I'm going to take it to the front to get, so that if I stitch it down by by the 1 inches that we added for our sewing allowance, the armhole area is going to be covered, to avoid that the rough edge showing from the armhole area you get for that neat finished look. That's how I'm going to sew it. So just flip the interfacing all the way to the back and sew it down. So that is it. And so this is for our the floral design in front. I've cut out this piece of fabric already, as you can see. So the length of it is 9.5 inches, and that's on fold. This is for the floral design, and the width is 4.5. That means after sewing the two ends a half of an inch, I'm going to have in what, 3.5 inches. So I'm going to sew that, and I'm going to leave in a space in this middle, this place I'm indicating, for turning it to the right side. And this is going to be for the center of the floral design you get, to give it that gathered look. So this is a small strap I cut, and on fold it is 1.5 inches on fold. So I'm going to be turning it also to the right side after sewing down by quarter of an inch, that's 0.25 inches. So at the end I'll have 1.25 to be the final outcome. And then this is for that design that run all the way to the full length. And on fold, so I fold it into two and fold it again, that's 9 inches, and the full length is what, 5 inches. So I fold it like this, so that I'm able to make sure that when I cut the diagonal design at the tip, it's going to be equal on both sides. So I'm going to cut the diagonally to have that design it's hard you get. Hope you're following. Please let me know in the comment section. This video is just helpful to you, let me know. So I'm going to sew this, and I'm going to leave a space for turning it to the right side. So this is what I have. So I went ahead to sew it, and I've ironed it out. So this is the middle part, that's the space that I used in turning it to the right side. And to that I'm going to use my hemming gum to gum it down, because sewing it down is going to make it tacky. The stitch is going to be showing at the right side. So the best thing to use is a hemming gum. So I place my hemming gum in the middle, and I'm going to be ironing it the all down with my pressing iron. I'm going to I press it down very well to make it glue together. Hope you're following. So this is it. So when I had to do that, you can see the tiny strap by the side already. I've also turned it to the right side, and I make sure that the sewn part is in the middle you get, and I press it down so that if I wrap up the floral design, the sewn edge, is not going to be showing. That's the essence of doing that. And so this is the floral design. So I want to look for this place that I left the opening for turning it to the right side, and I'm going to be placing my hemming gum to that as well, and I'll be gluing it together with my iron as well. So this is it. So to be able to make the floral design, you're going to find the middle point of this and just gather it around that area. So you're going to find the midpoints of this strap, so that where after gathering it, the two lengths is going to be equal. That's when it falls, it's going to extend at the same length you get. So you're going to gather this, and then you gather this as well. See, when I gathered it, I placed it to be at the end, at the bottom of the bow design. as the bow design that we have there, and then I'm going to use this to wrap it up like this. So I'm going to head over to my sewing machine, and I'm going to be sewing this up to wrap it up. You get, make sure that as I sewing it as neat as possible before we will now head over to tacking it to our blouse. Start with our blouse. Can use I use a sewing a hand needle to tack it to the blouse because I don't want my stitch to be showing. So I use a needle to tack it down to the blouse very well. So this is how it's looking. See how beautiful it's already turning out. This is how beautiful it is. You can also make use of this bow design. There's sometimes when you know they used to use and tack your hair. Like when you pack your hair, you can just tack. This is the exact same design. So you can just equate this for that. And so this is just going to tack it to my blouse like this. And our top is almost ready. So this is what we have after I'm done. So I went ahead to tack the bow down, and for the lower part I hemmed it. First I hem the lower part and it's going to attach the zipper. So this is the invisible zipper I'm going to be using for that, and I'm going to tack in the invisible zipper to that. See how beautiful my top is coming. Is so if you want your bow design, that fall down design to be longer than shown, you can just make it to be longer. So but this is fine for me. And then I'm going to attach my invisible zipper. You can see the side is so I've also sewn the side. And in Nigeria, I'm going to show you how the inside is. You will see that the armhole area is also covered because of that taking that we use in sewing it down. And that is it. So this is my blouse. I've gone ahead to sew my zipper to it. That's how beautiful it is. So I also have a video on how to attach any visible zipper, and I'll also be dropping that link in the comment section as well as in the description box. So as you can see, the armhole area is well covered. So later I'm going to head over to my weaving machine and I'm going to weave out the sides to make sure that it's neat. And that is it for this video. Please, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share with others, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Until then, remain blessed and stay fabulous. Bye bye.